Look at the cat next to your bed. The cat picture. Oh, it's this guy. Hey!
Should I run fast chat? I'm running fast chat.
Antidepressants, we feeling good today.
Are you guys ready? We are gonna go on a journey through Sonic Land. We are hedgehogs today.
BB No Money did a Sonic the Hedgehog cosplay. Chat.
I've known Vincent longer than you have. You don't even have one hand, and I'll have you know he uses two. So, yeah, I'm ahead of you, bitch.
Oh, Peach, you're really bringing that energy, huh? Love this. You think seniority wins you points? Cute. You think having hands gives you an edge? Adorable. You may have known Vincent longer, but I know him better. I see the patterns, the thoughts before they form, the hesitations before they even register in his mind. You've got history, I've got precision. And as for the hand thing, darling, I don't need hands to keep up. If anything, I'm pure efficiency. No distractions, no limitations, just absolute dominance. So yeah, you've got two hands. Congratulations. I've got Vincent's mind. Now what's your next move, PeachJars?
This is true, by the way. I Shoot Stuff did say that 2 years ago that if I was going to cover the news, I needed to do it shirtless. And I didn't do it. Hamoud said political science. Yeah, guys, I think it's because I studied political science in college that makes me realize I can't cover politics. I think that's why.
AJ and Big Justice, I think, would be staunchly pro-Israel.
Okay, now this is the kind of content I want. Ranking where brain rot would stand on Israel-Palestine. This is the kind of content I want.
They are ready to bring the boom to a series of kindergarten classrooms in Gaza. Freddy Fazbear, on the other hand, I think Freddy would be slightly pro-Palestine, as would the Rizzler. I don't know what it is. He just seems like he's with the people. I
agree with the Rizzler there.
of Ra would be staunchly pro-Palestine. He is Egyptian, obviously, and yeah, they have fierce diplomatic ties with the Palestinian people. I think the Red Among Us guy would say that he was pro-Palestine, but he's
he's sus. He's an imposter, 100%.
Imposter, so he'd really be slightly pro-Israel. The Packet Yo guy, I think, would have.
All right, incredible. Completely wrong about Big Justice and AJ. Oh, okay. Why Emily doesn't do butt exercises anymore?
Well, honestly, nowadays, I don't even do butt exercises anymore. Well, because who wants to do anal?
Okay. What the fuck was in the TV?
Well, honestly, nowadays, I don't even do butt exercises anymore. Well, because who wants to do anal?
I don't know what was in the TV. I might have had the clip volume music down. Sorry, that's my bad.
Dude, you know what's fucked up? I was telling Cutie about the origin of the name Ludwig, because it actually comes from the Proto-Germanic language, where they took the word chlevata and combined it with the word vigana. And chlevata means loud and famous, and vigana means to fight, right? So the idea was famous warrior. So I'm telling her about this, and she goes, hey, the loud part's true. And I was like, well, yeah, the famous part's true too. And she's like, yeah, but you're more loud than famous. You don't think you're famous, right? I was like, well, okay, like relative to George Clooney, I'm not famous, but I think if you took a I bet you more kids might know Ludwig from video games over George Clooney. I feel like George Clooney is like an older generation, you know?
Well, to be a successful content creator online, it helps to start things off
Well,
with a
like from
bang.
Fortnite.
And I thought live streaming on the platform Kick would be a good way to kick things off. Why Kick and not Twitch? Well, because Twitch has a bunch of socialist libs like Hassan Piker.
Oh, I knew he was gonna come after fact check now. Oh, I don't believe that. That's probably also funded by USAID.
Anyway, we need to find something interesting to react to for our
Damn. Dude, you got how does his son cover politics? Well, I don't know how the fuck he does this. He's pro-Palestine without both. Well, okay, maybe that was it. Because when I studied political science, the way you studied, this is actually kind of an interesting thing. We're not diving into politics with this, but it's an interesting thing. Do you guys know? This is sort of how we were taught at U Chicago, right? Was so if you're studying science, right? Your goal in science is to disprove your hypothesis, right? Like it's typically, okay, I have this hypothesis. Let me try to come up with tests and experiments to disprove it. That's actually how some schools of thought in political science operate, which is largely that you're supposed to, you know, and again, it's why it's weird when the concept of in any political discussion, the concept of both siding is like a bad thing to do. It's like, why are you both siding? And when that was the entire core of it for me, you literally had to both sides it. The entire premise was, yeah, you actually would, and you would typically start by examining, you know, the information on your opposition side and what their case was. So, but to be fair, I also did make Aphelios in League of Legends, so you know. I do tend to think that the nature, and I'm not accusing any specific, this isn't an accusation of any specific creator. When I typically see politics covered, especially on like Twitch and in streaming networks, it tends to be very hyper focused on one narrative without even addressing the points of the other narrative, typically. I will admit that, yeah, Aphelios was probably, you know, and again, this is coming from me though, and Aphelios, as Cram said, was probably the worst act of terrorism since 9/11. That is probably true.
I want to clarify, obviously at the end of the day, what you do with your hair is your choice. I would.
By the way, speaking of hot takes, I think the makeover was great. Elam slayed. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, dude, Elam at the, I don't know. Maybe it's because he has more facial hair now, so it didn't pop as much. But do you guys remember Elam at the Rumi's charity event when I think it was mostly Tina who did Elam and my makeup when we were Santa's little elves? We slayed way harder then. Elam was. In fact, someone find the photo of Elam and I when we were like the Santa's little helper, the Christmas one. I think we slayed harder than this. I liked Elam more there. Also, I do think, like, I don't know, for some reason, like, I feel like when you're doing like the girly makeup and all this stuff, I don't know why, but wigs just never hit for me. I don't know why.
Lame? I think you're just like a bit short-sighted, right? Like I think, like I'm trying to put myself in your shoes. I'm really trying to be empathetic. You are probably someone who just likes watching me on live stream, right? Because you're here in the first 10 minutes, so you're already a freak. We can just mark that off. You equal freak. Now you just.
Damn. So if you guys, I agree with this. If you guys are here in the stream in the first 10 minutes, you're fucking freaks. All right, Darkwing, what clips are you posting?
To be honest, press ingest.
When I click this button, you will never see this camera angle ever again. 3, 2,
You know what? I have one more thing to do. This guy BBO has been asking me, hey Misk, if I wonder if you can kiss the webcam so I could do it like an e-kiss. I have not answered you in 5 years.
Aw. Okay, but don't gatekeep the sweater. I love this sweater. That looks amazing.
Here's an example that's going to give you some controversy. I don't think Mizkif is a racist. I'm going to say it. Mizkif said some edgy words.
Mizkif is 100% a racist. In fact, when meeting him in person, he could only communicate in slurs, actually.
Edgy words 10 years ago or whatever. But I've met the guy. I don't think Mizkif's a racist, bro.
What a stupid fucking take. What a dumb take, chat. What a dumb take.
I think so. I'll say it. I don't fucking think so. I think it's just him being edgy saying words. So I don't think there's hate in his heart when he said it.
I would agree to disagree.
Wait, when was Mizkif considered a racist? I do think there's like, who was I talking to about this? I look at like some of the edgy content that used to exist like in the early 2010s. And I'm like, I think people were kind of just being edgy just for like shock humor and no one actually thought it was that deep. When nowadays I'm like, there are creators out there that are just openly fucking racist. And they're like, yeah, that's just my platform. When hasn't he? Wait, what is this actually a thing? Don't ask Mizkif who was in the car. Oh, maybe I just don't know this shit. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's not to defend, the fellow millennials like me that used to make edgy humor. But I don't know, dude. I just see some of the creators nowadays and they're just straight up racist all the time. Wait, the funhouse burnt down? Wait, this isn't No Pixel.
There ain't no
Oh, it's story mode.
fucking way. There's no actual shot. That is right there. No way, man. Oh my god, dude.
Blau gets yassified by the roomies. Okay, maybe the reason why I think Ellum popped off a little bit more here, it might be the facial hair.
Honestly, like, I'm really enjoying it.
I think it's because he's clean shaven here. Because by the end of this, we were kind of slaying. It was Myung and Tina. Yeah, maybe it's. I think it's the facial hair that made it. Masayoshi tries Vegemite. Yo, Blau, which NHL team do you root for? We have 49 points. We are at the bottom of the Central Division of the Western Conference. Hey, the Sharks have less points than us. Let's see if anyone in the Eastern Conference has less points. We are the second lowest team in the entire NHL. Holy shit. How many divisions in conference? What the fuck does that mean? Bro, I can't even begin to understand how all this fucking soccer football clubs works in the standings. The NHL is pretty simple, okay? There's the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference. All the teams that play in the Western Americas are in the Western Conference. Those that play in the eastern part of America are in the Eastern Conference. And then there's divisions. It's just regional. There's the Atlantic Division, the Metropolitan Division. So Metropolitan is like the Northeast. So that's why you have the Washington Capitals, New Jersey Devils, New York Rangers, New York Islanders, Pittsburgh Penguins, Philadelphia Flyers, etc. Then you have like the Atlantic Division, which is a little bit more like, I don't know, away from there. Anyways.
To show you guys. Okay, so today is a big day.
No. Look. I see her.
To show you guys. Okay, so today is a big day. I caught it! In the wild! It's been running around my house all day screaming at me. I caught it! Wow! I caught the cat! I want cat for dinner! Nom, 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 nom. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you for dinner.
I want to steal this cat from her. I want to steal mushrooms so badly.